He's going coast to coast. Clear the runway. He's coming in. It's a helicopter slam jam. He's going to pull up from 3. Count. Watch this guy go. Dribble drive, backs it in, and gets it.
Here they come again. Catch us if you can. Time to get a move on. We were young with all of our might. Catch us if you can. Catch us if you can.
The Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. It is the last championship of championship weekend, and for that we go to Class 6A on the boys' side. For the Dr. Ralph Swearingen GHSA Basketball Championships, it is a battle of Region 3. Westlake coming in at 26-6, and the Falcons of Pebblebrook coming in with a record of 23-9. And the drum solo is complete. Let's see if we can catch him if we can, because it's going to be one of those games above the rim. I am John. This is Sean. Thanks for accessing us however you have been doing so for the entire weekend. GPB TV, GPB.org, or the GPB Sports app. And partner, this one should be fun.
Well, John, just sit back and relax. You see, we just want to enjoy this game, people. 10 Division I prospects on the floor, John. Track me. It's about the players. It's not about X's and O's. It's about the players tonight, John.
So let's talk about the Jimmies and Joes, and let's start off on Westlake. And there's one player in particular we need to focus on, Chuma Okeke.
6'8", a player inside and out, can shoot the 3, one of the top players in the nation as a junior. Everyone in the nation wants him on their team. So a guy that can do a lot of good things for this Westlake team, averaging over 20 points per game, John.
20, 8, and 4. Now, here's the hard part for Sean, having to condense the Pebblebrook version and head coach George Washington. We're going to talk about 3 guys, only one of them on camera. The other 2 you'll see on tape.
Yeah, the first guy we're going to talk about is number 5, J.J. Smith, a transfer out of the state of North Carolina. And this guy committed to Ole Miss. He can score. He can play. He's a freak athlete. Flying, dunking, jumping, you name it, J.J. Smith can do it.
Then the other 2 that we get to see on tape are...
Yeah, we got number 1, Sexton, and number 11, Harper. 2 guys here on the split screen. Sexton, the junior, to the left, averaging 28 points a game, John. Everybody in America wants him. And then you got the 11 kid, Harper, a shooter, a 3-point shooter. Deep guy, well beyond the range of 22 feet, John. 28 points a game. Going to be a good game tonight.
Sexton had 35 in the semifinal to lead the offense to get them to this particular point in time. We'll get into that a little bit in depth as we go along. Third member of the broadcast team, Sam Crenshaw, talking about the value of playing somebody so many times in a season. Sam.
You're right about that, John. We're talking about these 2 teams tonight. They have met 3 times before tonight, and each and every time they played, Westlake came out on top. So you think, okay, maybe they have advantage going into this game. We have to go back to 2006. At that time, Westlake had 3 wins during the season over Dunwoody. They get to the state championship game, and the Wildcats win. Dunwoody would win the state championship in 2006. A little inspiration for Coach George Washington as he goes for his first state title tonight.
Thank you very much, Sam. You'll be our eyes and ears on the other side of the activity. And in 2006, there was a particular quarterback who made an appearance in the Roman numeral Classic. Keys to the game brought to us by our friends of the Technical College System of Georgia, TCSG. Learn more, earn more. First, Pebblebrook.
Hey, John, it's going to be a trap meet. Pebblebrook got to limit their turnovers, guard. It's guard play, a lot of guard play. They've got to rebound. They've got to rebound. And, John, I'm telling you about this. The officials, if the officials let the game play, let the players make the plays, John, we're in for a treat.
Flip side, Westlake.
Fourth time for Westlake, John. And there's one player that we're going to talk about. We hadn't spoken about him yet. Is Ron Bell. Ron Bell, he's the glue. He's a defensive catalyst for this Westlake team, John. Embrace the emotion. You got a chance to play your biggest rival for the season 4 times in a row. But they're bigs, John. Play inside-out basketball. Yes, we've got a track meet with the style of play with both teams, but try to go inside if you're the Westlake Lions.
3 teams from Region 3 advanced to the Elite 8 this year. Westlake, Pebblebrook, and Campbell. 2 of them were playing in the last game of the year. Introductions going on the floor of the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. There's going to be a lot of height. There's going to be a lot of dap. There's going to be a lot of activity, which is what we are anticipating here for this final championship game here. Get into the starting lineups and everything else that's going on here for this particular matchup as we get down the line. Is it as first thing to pay attention to, is it as easy as focusing maybe on the first 3 or 4 minutes for these guys? Because one team was here last year and lost it at the buzzer. Someone else is a veteran coming off a season that was below 500 last year. Westlake was 13-15, and now they're in the last game of the year.
Well, John, because they played, this is their 4th time playing this season. Yes, you got the championship on the line, but these teams, they know each other. So as far as having a sense of a concern, some nervousness there about being a championship atmosphere, that's not it. These teams have gone head-to-head. These players know each other, John. It's just about going head-to-head, battling hard, and getting out here just playing a good, solid, clean basketball game.
Anything out of the sorts? Let's go back to TCSG's keys for Westlake. Keys to the game, you start with Ron Bell.
And I talked about Ron Bell earlier, John, a 6'6", just a freak of an athlete, but he's the glue to this team, John. He defends. He's almost like Dennis Rodman with a better offensive game. Embrace the emotion. The bigs got to deliver, John. The bigs have to deliver, get inside out, and just have fun. This is going to be a great experience, John, for those of us here and those of you at home.
Starting lineups brought to us by our friends at Regions Bank Regions. It's time to expect more Westlake. It is Lewis, Wilkins, Bell, and Okeke. 2, 3, 22, 4, and 1 dressed in the black tank tops with Westlake. Across the front with the blue trim. There's Darren Rogers, the head coach. We'll get into him in just a second. Your lineup for Pebblebrook: Murray, Colin Sexton, J.J. Smith, Jared Harper, Tyler Moorman, 0, 1, 5, 11, and 15, dressed in white for the Brook. Final championship of championship weekend. Corey Taylor, Jason Tidwell, Doug Richardson, your officials, getting ready for the toss. Ron Bell, Tyler Moorman. We're underway. Pebblebrook wasting no time for the quick 2, Jared Harper.
Yeah, Harper doing what it does best, John, putting the ball into the basket. A quick 2 points off the tip.
10 seconds gone. The Brook with the first 2. Westlake seemingly content to just run a little half court. Thought about the 3, drive to the inside, double clutching in. Daniel Lewis.
And John, that's just aggressive basketball, under control. Both teams like to play that way, John. So we'll see a lot of drives to the basket. We'll see a lot of threes. Just a lot of good, solid basketball.
Having a bit of a discussion. And gentleman on the floor who's shooting photography walked out onto the floor, 41 seconds in. And his evening for shooting stills has lasted all of 41 seconds.
He just wanted to get up close to the game, John.
And it happens a lot with soccer matches overseas.
Put me
where
in,
you want to get up close.
Put me in, coach. I want to take a picture. Put me in, coach. That's okay, John. Now the game can get going. Hope he's all right.
Jumper from the outside rim, no. Westlake coming back with it. Daniel Lewis. And a big collision. Colin Sexton, the foul. His first of the game, 55 seconds in, and that could have been dangerous.
Yeah, John, I was just hoping nothing negative happened there. Durr, for the outlet, just avoided a nasty collision, John.
Trying to get the reach in with Raquan Wilkins. He has it now. Back up high, Jimmy Lewis. Wilkins. Averaging 15 and 5. He's got his first 2.
And Wilkins is one of those players, John, if he can explode quickly for baskets, John.
Honorable mention All-Stater. All-Region. Spin in the paint, and it's good this time. J.J. Smith. Tied at 4, minute and a half in, 6A championship. Championship 15 of 15 here on Georgia Public Broadcasting. Brought them all to you from the Macon Centerplex and the Macon Coliseum. Glad to do it. So let's see what happens here with these region rivals squaring off for the 4th time in a season. Kick to the baseline, jumper.
2 possessions in a row, John. Wilkins, he's driving to the basket, a pull-up jump shot both times. He's being active here early in the game.
Doubled down. Thought about driving the baseline. Too many black tank tops in there to do any kind of offensive work, so they will reset with Jared Harper, who will drive the baseline, kick. Probably should have held on to it. Ball knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Brook.
And John, I'm looking at the quickness of Pebblebrook, how they're attacking the rim, getting to the basket. Because of the trees and the size of Westlake, the floaters would definitely come into play here real soon as they make that adjustment.
Saw that quick peek at George Washington. And that was almost coast to coast, not touched by anything, creating a turnover, but it's picked back up, and Pebblebrook will bring it all the way back down. Drive, floater, no. Jamie Lewis looking, pull up.
And John, that's a big time play. The first time we've seen this all weekend long, John. Transition basketball, the bigs are going to the basket, the point guard pulls up for the deuce.
Bounce in the paint, too many touches. It's going to stay with Pebblebrook. Last touch by Westlake.
And John, why is it so effective? Here the bigs running in transition, pull up, because if you miss it, look at the inside position for the Westlake players. They're right there at the basket. That's great basketball.
You saw Jamie Lewis look to his left, look to his right, check his spacing, saw that he had enough to pull up and go, and he pulled the trigger. A lot of Pebblebrook bodies out by half court. Wilkins and Jared Harper. J.J. Smith looking to drive, pulls up off the window, doesn't get the roll. Westlake rebound. Jamie Lewis again looking to drive, a lot of hands on the ball. They said the hands were on the ball instead of on the body. A lot of activity, including Tyler Moorman. And Westlake will inbound at 8-4. Wilkins had to try to bring that down like Odell Beckham Jr., and it results in a 3.
Now that's a shot. Now that's a shot, John. And Lewis just be ready to shoot the ball, catch and shoot, and light it up.
Transition again, 3-on-1. What's going to happen? Second chance.
And see, it's a game of runs, John. Westlake is coming out early. It's a game of runs, but you can see that Coach Washington is telling his team, guys, it's okay. Let them get the run and play under control.
We were tied at 4. Westlake's turned 9 in a row on the scoreboard. Under the halfway point here in the first quarter of the 6A boys final. Drive, dish, off the window almost. Big chance at a block by Okeke. We're going to have free throws coming to the line when we come back with Tyler Moorman. It was 4-all. It's now 13-4. Westlake working in transition with numbers. They've got the big lead coming out of the blocks in the 6A final on GPB. Welcome back 3:40 for the first here in the boys 6A final. Westlake up 9 on a 9-0 run. That's why it's now 13-4 when it was 4-4. Let's take a look at how these two teams got to this moment in time. Brought to us by our friends at Georgia EMC. Georgia EMC lighting the way of Westlake's road to the championship. Wins over Lovejoy by 25. Norcross in the second round in the low left part of the bracket, winning by 11. 1 point by Shiloh, beating a very tough Newton squad who's going to have everybody back next year at 64-59. Pebblebrook on the flip side, beating Rockdale County by 17, Collins Hill by 10, beating a McEachern squad by 7, then beating a tough Milton squad by 7. You see those numbers there. 3 of the 4 games in the 70s, pushing 80 points. Collins Hill holding them to 55, and that is how we ended up with 2 teams from Region 3 playing in the title game tonight. There's Darren Rogers, longtime head coach at Westlake. First free throw up and in by Mormon. Early impressions?
Well, John, you know, here's the thing about Pebblebrook. They've got the guard penetration, They got to make shots, because when they miss shots, John, somebody has to protect the backcourt in transition. Westlake's getting out, John, and attacking in that transition, and Westlake has to do a better job to realize when the guards penetrate, somebody's got to get back.
Jordan Eaton, 34 in the game now for Pebblebrook. Give him a little size on the inside to combat Westlake's height. Remember, Okeke 6'8", Ron Bell and Laquan Wilkins each 6'6", Daniel Lewis at 6'5", off the shot, back of the rim, and over the back call, and it'll go the other way. Fouls on Wilkins. That is his first to go with his 4 points, and will come back down the floor.
Yeah, Wilkins is a heck of an athlete, John. Got that right ankle taped up. You can see he's not fearing that ankle, and he's out here just playing basketball, John, trying to bring home a championship.
Wasn't active in practice the early part of the week. Figured they'd give him a little rest, and hopefully it would come back with him. So he's out there playing tonight. You see him hop there, come down with it, and run the floor. Square up, 3, front of the rim. A lot of loose ball, bodies all over the place. Third chance up and in, count it, and a foul. Michael Durr with the deuce.
Well, John, one of the guys I spoke about is Durr, and you see how active he is. Bell, Ronald Bell, how active he is out here on the offensive glass, getting on the floor for the loose ball, just keeping the ball active. And there's the big fella finishing for a 3-point play.
6'10", hands in the air, easy shot off the back of the window on the year. 7 and 6 for the 6'10" junior. Missed the free throw. Westlake margin at 9, 15-6, big drive. Foul on the baseline on the way past. As Sexton tried to create. And the foul's on the big fella, his first.
Durr's got to come over, John, and square up. A lot of times as a big person, as a post player, you want to try to block every shot. You know, good free throw there by Sexton. But if post players, John, move your feet first. Don't try to block every shot. Move your feet first. Let the block shots come as in the flow of the game.
Sexton with the 2. Puts it to 15-8. Remember, Sexton has been hot. He has been white hot in the playoffs. 35 in the semifinal win. Averaging well in the north end of 20. Let's see how Westlake can create. Thought about the 3 in the corner. There's your zone breaker. Wilkins. Pass in the lane. Once again, busy hands.
And that's good basketball there by Pebblebrook, John. They're eliminating the penetration. But Westlake's got to have more movement. They're just trying to penetrate north-south. You've got to get cuts. You got to get screens. You got to be a little bit more active, almost like you're playing a man-to-man offense versus this zone.
3, no. A lot of bodies on the inside, but second chance doesn't fall. Tyler Mormon comes out with it for Pebblebrook, and they'll race down to the other end of the floor. Mormon tried to work around a Wilkins screen. Jared Harper gets a roll.
But again, when the guards penetrate, John, we've talked about it. They've got to make baskets. And when they make baskets, you can slow down the transition, fast break. Good move inside by Harper.
At the interval, Westlake had hit 6 of their first 7 from the floor. Dish inside, steps.
Look at nice crossover. Way to keep your body. That's again, you've got to move the feet. You know, post players want to try to block every shot, and Dirk is not moving his feet, John, which allowed Harper to get in there, John, for the easy basket.
And how important are Auburn commits to Auburn? Both Chuck Person and Bruce Pearl are here tonight.
And that's about
there they are.
And it shows you, John, you know, when we want to come in and recruit a player, we want to show them, you know, you come into a family. You got one of the all-time great SEC shooters, John, you know, with Person. And Bruce Pearl knows Person's presence, John, would definitely help in the recruitment and in showcase the family atmosphere that he's trying to build down there and showcase at Auburn.
15-10, under a minute to go here in the first. Drive, bodies up, rims out. No, Pebblebrook trying to come out with it. A lot of hands active, but the Brook will cross at 35 seconds. Long launch, missed everything.
And John, but that's his game. I mean, Harper, he can score. I mean, you don't average 28 points a game without taking good, deep chances. And that's the way that he plays the game. So it's just one of those plays, John. Air ball, but you'll see him make more plays here as the game continues to develop.
Because we talk about shooters shooting, that's what you do.
If you miss
that shot is out of your mind officially as of right now.
If you miss it, shoot it again. If you make it, shoot it again.
10 seconds for the quarter. Wilkins calls a play. Lost the handle. Can they get the transition? Sexton trying to find some kind of an opening. Count it. Colin Sexton beat the buzzer. It was 4-4. Let's take another look at the end of the quarter. Clock, upper part of your screen. Out of the hands before it hit 0-0. It was tied at 4. It was 13-4 Westlake. Pebblebrook is now on a 7-0 run. Region rivals playing in the last game of the year for the 4th time this season. 8 minutes in the books on GPB.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
This isn't just any team. This is your home team, okay? It's not about A team or B team. It's not about your boss telling you to be a team player or to take one for the team. No, home team is about pride. It's about standing strong, pulling together, and going crazy about a bad call you know is right. But because it was against your home team, it must be wrong. Look, some people just don't get it because it's not their team. But Farm Bureau Insurance does, because everyone needs a home team for insurance, and we are that.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Life, like video games, is all about getting to the next level. Mastering skills, gaining knowledge, and setting goals are crucial to success in both.
Coming out of high school and jumping into manufacturing, I started here on the floor, hands-on, and I just worked really hard and tried to learn everything that I could, and I advanced pretty quickly. I think there's definitely a place for women in manufacturing.
Georgia Department of Education's Career Pathway courses give you the chance to power up your future. More information is at georgiasfutureworkforce.org.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter here of the boys 6A championship at the Dr. Ralph Swearingen GHSA basketball championships. Macon Coliseum in the Macon Centerplex. First quarter was a quarter of runs, and it's the end of a run. This Sunday night, join GPB as we bid farewell to our friends at Downton Abbey after 6 wonderful seasons with a special live event surrounding the series finale. It all starts Sunday night on the great GPB. Think happy thoughts and happy endings at the Abbey. Sunday night, Georgia Public Broadcasting. First impressions of the first 8.
Hey, John, a good quarter. Just good basketball. The one thing, John, the quickness of Pebblebrook, transition and penetration. They're playing their game. Westlake, the size, John, 9-4 when it comes to the boards. Pebblebrook, John, 0 offensive rebounds.
Here's your numbers from the first 8 minutes. Westlake, 50% from the floor. Pebblebrook now 44% with that bucket.
And that's the quickness, John. You know, it comes from all areas of the floor for Pebblebrook. That's take them, face them, get to the rim.
(15-14). Let's see if it's another run for Pebblebrook here. Pitch and catch outside. Okeke and Jamie Lewis. Wilkins. Ron Bell. All the way out high. Rebound Brook. Let's see what they can do in transition. Thought about a square and fire. There's your square and fire. Off the rim again. Second chance, Pebblebrook. The rim has not been kind this entire weekend to a lot of teams. Second and third chances there, but we've got a whistle. Foul on Tyler Mormon, his first.
And, John, that was the first offensive rebound there for Pebblebrook, John. That was Mormon, the tallest player, the biggest player on the Brooks team. So, you know, inside presence is good. He's not quick, and he goes on the bench because of the foul, John. But the quickness, John, of Pebblebrook, I think is very good right now.
Jordan Eaton back in the ball game. The current 9-0 run started with 2:46 left in the quarter, so you're looking at something about 4.5 minutes long that's been all Pebblebrook on the board. Wilkins, paint, back rim. Off Westlake last, off Wilkins last. We'll head the other way.
The 2-3 zone, what it does, John, it'd be hard to defend this Westlake team because they're so talented they can go inside of you. But what the 2-3 zone does, John, it forces Westlake to make more passes than they're accustomed to, which throws it off rhythm.
Coming up on 2 minutes gone, the margin 1. Jumper, elbow, rimmed out. Almost grabbed, almost saved. Wilkins has it, but he's out of bounds with it, so it'll stay with the Brook. Dwight Murray will inbound all the way back. And Wilkins at 6'6", coming out to meet Harper. Playing catch with J.J. Smith and Dwight Murray up high. 2 big bodies prevent that from turning into 2.
But see, the quickness of Pebblebrook, the quickness of their guard play, getting by the big fella there, the weak side help. That really saved the basket, John, because the quickness of Pebblebrook, John, is very effective here in the first half.
Harper and Wilkins. Colin Sexton trying to get rid of the hand check in the lane for 2.
And we talked about the floater, John. You got to bring that into play. Sexton doing a good job getting by the big fella up front. Came the second wave of the big fellas there for Westlake with a pull-up deuce.
Falcons now with the lead. 1 and done for Westlake. Baseline drive.
And, John, we talked about it. Pebblebrook, even though they lost 3 of the first 3 meetings, John, they led every single game. +3 now for Pebblebrook. And once they were down close to double digits, stick to their game plan, John. Driving, penetrating, getting to the rim.
13-0 run is ended there. George Washington screaming that it was in the cylinder and wanted offensive interference, didn't get it. Whistle before the shot. Here's your drive.
There's a drive. Here's the penetration. There's Big JJ finishing with 2. Here we go again. Here's Lewis. Here's the big guy inside. Close, but such a good basketball game, John. Let the players make plays.
Goldie swallowed his whistle if he was a zebra for that one.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, sometimes, you know, things are going to happen on the court, John. When you got such good talent on the court, it's such a great basketball game, a great atmosphere. Let the players play, and the officials are doing a great job on that.
Dwight Murray will sit for a little bit. Desmond Beasley, 23 in for Pebblebrook. Sexton with the free throws. He now has 8. And the margin's 20-17.
And, John, this is the pace that Pebblebrook likes. I mean, they want to get up down the court, use their quickness, make the bigs of Westlake have to work both on the offensive and defensive end.
2-3 zone, baseline, wide open. 3 was thought about by Wilkins. Now he had to give it up. All those white jerseys on the baseline caused a turnover.
And see, John, with the zone, the 2-3 zone, when you penetrate to the baseline, because you have a presence inside, there's already help there. And Coach Washington's put a great game plan together, John. Let them play from the outside, guys. Let's just eliminate the penetration.
The run's now 15-2. As we come up on the halfway point here in the second quarter. Into the corner, Sexton drive, too much. Pebblebrook comes back with it. Dangerous pass, and they'll reset. Harper bounce into the paint. J.J. Smith and Harper now playing catch. Contested 3 off the rim, no. Tip good.
And see, there's a big guy inside, John. He started the offensive rebound opportunities from Pebblebrook. Nice tip in on the tip.
Mormon with the 2. The launch for 3. Back rim, no. One and done again. 3 on 2. What happens? Foul on the drive.
And, John, there's so much energy in the building that you can see these Westlake kids, John. They want to make big plays. Don't make big plays, make smart plays, John. They're down by 5.
Pebblebrook on a major run, 17-2. And it has been all Falcons for quite some time. 3:36 to go in the first half. Pebblebrook up 5 on the great GPB.
It brings out the best in all of us. Regions, every day is game day.
Welcome back, Macon Coliseum, Macon Centerplex crowd getting into it from the Brook on the Brook side of things, and they have every reason to do so on a 17-2 run. That'll do it for you. And this is what we've been talking about. Westlake once, Westlake twice. Westlake in the region tournament had the biggest margin of it all. 6-10-22.
Well, John, Westlake, they're the hunted. Pebblebrook, they're the hunter. And in tonight's contest, John, you can see that the hunter, John, has put together a strategic game plan. We're going to maximize our strengths and minimize our weaknesses. We can't have a half-court game. Let's force the tempo, John, and that's what Pebblebrook is doing. Up and down the court, transition basketball, driving to the basket, and beating the length and the strength of Westlake.
5th championship appearance for Darren Rogers. And we've talked, is there anything in the back of the playbook, or do you just rip the playbook up? George Washington, whatever he's drawn up so far, it's done really well.
Coach Washington said he's got a few things up his sleeve, but you don't show your secrets first, John. You come out here and see if your bread and butter can stick. And right now, their bread, their butter, their honey, their jam has them at a 6-point lead.
Westlake, 1 field goal in roughly the last 8 minutes. Their last field goal was at 4:53 of the second quarter. So you're looking at almost 8 minutes of one shot going in from the floor. Foul on the way up. And the shooting numbers practically identical. Both squads 8 for 20.
See the zone, John? They backed up. They want Westlake to shoot the ball because you don't have shooters in there. You've got one three-point shooter. That's Lewis, but they're giving him the shot. So you've got to do a better job of penetrating the zone. But if you don't have shooters, John, you want to actually have more movement. The bigs of Westlake, John, have to move throughout the zone, screen on the weak side, and then flash instead of just standing stationary.
Foul on J.J. Smith, 1 of 2. Pebblebrook up 6 at the 3-minute. Wilkins contesting, big scoop. Ball out of bodies inside. Westlake's got transition. They've got numbers 3 on 2. Wilkins, toss. Soft toss, couldn't get the square up 3, but the 2 is good. Jamie Lewis.
Well, that's the reason why Jamie Lewis is considered one of the upcoming top point guards in the nation, John. With all that's going on, nice shot fake, nice pull-up.
J.J. Smith looking to check in. Next dead ball. Colin Sexton with it up high. Ron Bell keeping an eye. Drive, Sexton, foul.
John Sexton, he's driving to the basket. He's under control. And when he sees he can get a little bit past the defender, John, he's crafted to draw that foul. I mean, that's just good basketball, John. That's just a ability and skill.
Foul on Bell, his second. Free throw good.
You know, this team reminds me of Villanova, John, you know, just full of guards that can just penetrate and create. And when you got guards that penetrate and create, John, one thing that they do a lot is get to the free throw line. And right now, Pebblebrook is 8 for 8 from the free throw line, John, and Westlake's 1 for 6. So it shows you the penetration, the guard play is being effective for Pebblebrook.
Big launch, back of the rim, 1 and done.
And that's not good basketball on Westlake's behalf, John. They've got to settle down. They got to be a little bit more active because of your size, your strength. You've got athletes, move a little bit more, screen a little bit more, be more patient offensively in the half court, John. But the 1 and dones is definitely not going to get it, which is causing them to shoot 2-11 from the field here lately.
Coming up on 2 minutes. First half of the boys 6A championship, Region 3 versus Region 3, Pebblebrook and Westlake. Big 3, front rim, no. Okeke with the rebound. Westlake coming back in transition. Kick to Okeke in the corner.
A lot of him consider him, John, a top 25 junior prospect in the nation because of his size, his ability to be skilled to shoot on the perimeter, John. That's a big-time play.
Give him 2, 25-22 under 90 seconds. Sexton driving, rimmed out, got his own rebound and in.
John, that's tough. That's a young man, John. You know, he's gotten beat 3 times by this same Westlake team, John. That's just pure heart. Following your shot, finishing amongst the trees.
Durr, 6'10", Wilkins, 6'6". Who got the bucket? Sexton.
6'2".
And the rebound on that play. Sexton
and John
wanted to shoot from the elbow.
And Sexton is strong with the basketball. I'm liking this kid even more, just watching him and really dissecting his game, John. He's really strong with the basketball, John.
Foul on Bell is his 3rd.
And see, Bell's one of those guys. As Bell goes, John, this Westlake team goes. Look how strong he is. Strong with the basketball, great body control, but it's quick off his feet. 1, 2, and the putback.
Little English there for Colin Sexton.
And there's a reason why everybody wants that young man on their team, John. Good body, great strength, and a good kid.
10 in the quarter, 14 in the game for Colin Sexton. Pebblebrook up 7. Wilkins, back rim. thought about transition, square and fire.
And that's Pebblebrook's basketball game, John. And I'm wondering why Westlake is taking one quick shot. You got size, you got more athletes, get the ball inside and be patient.
Too much of a fastball into Durr. They'll try it again. Jamie Lewis under the bucket. Jordan Eaton touched it last. He will sit. Tyler Moorman back in. Mervyn James in, the sophomore, for 9 seconds.
And, John, right now, you look at the eyes and the body language of the Westlake Lions, John. You don't see the right body language. You see the Curious George body language, John. They're just not as active and as ready as they should be in the championship game.
Back rim, batted out. No, throw it up before the buzzer. Missed it again. And that's your break. Westlake was up 13-4. A 27-7 run for Pebblebrook has given them a 10-point lead. Sam Crenshaw with George Washington.
Here with Coach Washington. Coach Washington, on one of your timeouts, you said shut down the penetration and no open looks and attack on offense. The team went out and did that for you.
Yes, sir. That's what we've been preaching all week. We got to attack those bigs, get them in transition. This is a bigger court than a high school court, so it pans to our advantage on this bigger court because now the bigs have to guard our guards in a open space. So we got to do a better job of attacking and not giving them open shots. We gave them too many open shots in the first quarter. That's why we were down. And now we did exactly what I told them, and we're up by 10. But guess what? We cannot take our foot off the pedal. We've been up before against them. Right now, we got to keep our foot on the pedal.
Key to the second half. What are you going to tell them in the locker room?
Keep your foot on the pedal. Don't slow it down. Keep going. Keep attacking the bigs. Keep playing hard. One thing I'm proud of, guys, they executed. Every time we call a set, they ran the set. We might not got a shot, but we got a wide open look. So we got to keep executing. Keep executing.
All right, looking for good things in the second half. Good luck to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And that is Coach Washington. 32-22 the score. And let's go one more time to Mark and Jackie.
He was fired up, man. I think he lost his voice a little bit. I wonder what it was like coming into the game, but he's fired up.
He's fired up. He's ready to go. He said he's been coaching with that chip on his shoulder since they lost last year's game.
There you go.
We'll see what happens. Coming up on the GPB Halftime Show, we will have scores, we'll have highlights, we'll have stats.
We're getting you ready for the second half of the game in our halftime show. We'll have some more information coming up for you later on. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Providing safe, affordable, and reliable electricity requires more than bucket trucks and utility poles. These are the faces behind your power. For more than 75 years, Georgia's nonprofit, member-owned electric cooperatives have been on a mission to brighten the lives of more than 4.5 million Georgians. We are Georgia's EMCs, proudly serving our members, lighting the way.
Life, like video games, is all about getting to the next level. Mastering skills, gaining knowledge, and setting goals are crucial to success in both.
I attended the College Career Academy when I was a sophomore. At the time, I was working at Taco Bell, but I realized that just wasn't for me. What I do here in my job is very similar to what I did at the College and Career Academy.
Georgia Department of Education's Career Pathway courses give you the chance to power up your future. Information is at georgiasfutureworkforce.org.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
This isn't just any team. This is your home team, okay? It's not about A team or B team. It's not about your boss telling you to be a team player or to take one for the team. No, home team is about pride. It's about standing strong, pulling together, and going crazy about a bad call you know is right. But because it was against your home team, it must be wrong. Look, some people just don't get it because it's not their team. But Farm Bureau Insurance does, because everyone needs a home team for insurance, and we are that.
Welcome back to the final halftime on GPB, the final halftime of the GHSA Boys and Girls State Championships, the final halftime live from the Macon Coliseum as we get ready for the final 16 minutes of regulation in the boys class 6A game between Pebblebrook and Westlake.
You know, one of the most interesting things that I found from reading about this game this week was that the Lions last year were 13-15, and here they are now in the state championship game, and then you've got the Falcons with one of the best scoring duos in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, one of the things I found interesting, I went out to both practices this week, and at Pebblebrook, Coach George Washington is in his 5th season. He told me 5 years ago he kept 8 freshmen on the squad. He said a lot of the parents, a lot of supporters didn't like that a whole lot, but he kept 8 freshmen. Well, 4 years later, those 8 freshmen last year almost won a Class 6A championship. They lost in the closing seconds to Wheeler. So I asked him, I said, did any of those parents come up and thank you later on? He goes, yeah, some of them did. But he's changed the culture there, and he's really got a winning program going. And of course, Darren Rogers over at Westlake, he won in 2002. He won in, I think, 1999. He's won a couple of state championships with some great players like Pac-Man Jones, of course, your favorite, Cam Newton.
Yeah, we won't get into that. Obviously, Pebblebrook Falcons, though, they certainly are playing with an edge. They don't want things to go the way they went last year. Certainly playing with a vengeance a little bit.
All right, well, let's check out the scoreboard on the Georgia EMC scoreboard. We tip things off bright and early this morning at 11 o'clock. The Class A Private Girls Championship game in St. Francis won that one over Green Forest Christian's Lady Eagles 63-37. Same 2 schools in the boys class won a private championship, but Green Forest Christian's boys beat St. Francis's Knights 78-66. In Class AAA, it was all Morgan County out of Madison, Georgia. The girls team beats Jackson, Atlanta 68-61, and then the Morgan County boys beat the defending champion Jenkins Warriors 66-56.
And then in Class 6A for the girls, it was all the McEachern Indians finding their way to have another state title at 3-peat 71-51 over the Tucker Tigers. And then we are at the half right now of the boys Class 6A game, where currently the Pebblebrook Falcons have the 10-point lead, 32-22 over the Westlake Lions. So a lot to get to as we continue here the second half of the game, but now it's time for our career play of the game, brought to you by the Technical College System of Georgia.
Want to work in Georgia's booming film industry? Learn movie production and set design for free at the Technical College System of Georgia. Find a career in this exciting industry as a production assistant, rigging technician, makeup artist, and more. A free education in 10 high-demand industries awaits you at the Technical College System of Georgia. Change your life. tcsg.edu.
This is the 4th time these 2 teams have played. Westlake is 3-0, Pebblebrook 0-3, but all anybody's going to remember is what happens tonight.
Absolutely. All that matters is the championship game, the biggest stage. Don't go anywhere. John Nelson and Sean Golden will have the first half scores and highlights coming up next on GPB. They're on the call in the second half.
Across 91 counties, Georgia's cotton industry employs over 15,000 people, with more than 3,000 Georgia farmers that bring cotton into our everyday lives. When life turns up the heat and the pressure makes you sweat, there's one sure way to cool down. For those glory moments on and off the court, cotton is with you for the win. Cotton, the natural choice for Georgia.
Nothing prepares you better for a great career than the Technical College System of Georgia. TCSG colleges produce graduates with the knowledge and training today's top employers are looking for. With campuses across Georgia, state-of-the-art facilities, and outstanding instructors with real-world experience, it's the kind of affordable college education that will fast-track you into a rewarding career. We're building a better future for you. Contact the TCSG college in your area today or go to tcsg.edu.
On Masterpiece, it's time to say farewell.
If reason fails, try force. Everyone has a chance.
Oh my God. The final episode.
We're sisters, and sisters have secrets.
Downton Abbey, the final episode on Masterpiece.
Sunday at 9 on GPB.
What's the next great American invention? Meet a few Georgia Tech students who have an idea.
We're Team Replantable.
and we've invented a way for people to grow produce right in their kitchen.
Engineers and innovators of every stripe present their proposals to the judges.
Science and engineering.
Industrial design. Mechanical engineering.
Computer engineering. Electrical engineering.
See the teams who've earned a golden ticket and who will take first place at the 2016 Inventure Prize at Georgia Tech. Wednesday, March 16th on GPB.
Welcome back, getting ready for the second 16 minutes, the last half of basketball here in the state of Georgia for the year 2015-16 season. Pebblebrook up by 10, 32-22. And partner, it was a run, and then it was a big run.
Yeah, Pebblebrook playing to their strength, John. We talk about penetration and the guard play. Getting to the rim, 12 free throws in the first half compared to, I think, 4 for Westlake. It shows you the penetration of the guards have been very successful.
All right, let's run through it and give you a look at what happened in the first 16 minutes. What do you see?
Well, they came out, Westlake came out, John, being very aggressive, assertive. Here's Lewis for the outside three. That's how the game started. Again, the penetration. Here's his brother getting to the rim with the left-hand miss, but the big fella with the finish for the 2. But coming back, Pebblebrook got back to their strengths. Penetration, there's JJ. Here's Sexton, penetration. As you see, it's not about catch and shoot, John. Here, look, penetration, pull up under control, quickness. And John, that's just nothing but heart. I mean, that's just nothing but heart. There's got to be a sense of urgency for the Westlake Lions. And I'm looking at this right here, John. Free throws, 11-12 for Pebblebrook, 0 for 3 for Westlake. Pebblebrook getting to the paint. 18 points in the paint off penetration. Westlake 8, John. It's the aggressiveness of the Pebblebrook Falcons, John, here in the first half of playing to their strengths, and that's guard play and getting to the rim.
Halftime stats brought to us by our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. The stats courtesy of our friends at West Georgia Technical College. Ken and Kevin and their staff have been great with us for the entire weekend here in Macon at the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. So we're going to be catching up with Coach Rogers in a second. So, all right, you're George Washington. What do you do?
Well, John, I stick with what I'm doing. And this kind of reminds me a little bit of Golden State versus Cleveland Cavaliers last year. Look at the size of Cleveland, but the penetration, the small ball game was very effective. As you saw the other night, they went to the small ball with Cleveland, was very effective versus the Washington Wizards, John. So, small ball may be the way to go here the second half for Westlake.
Let's send it over to the sideline. Sam Crenshaw with Coach Rogers. What's up?
Here with Coach Darren Rogers, just out of the locker room with your team. What do you talk with your team about the halftime?
We just got to fight a little harder. We got to have a little bit more heart with this. Got to get a little bit more movement on offense. We're a little stagnant, and we got to play much better defense.
What's about this team? Because you've been in this situation before with them all season long, the other 3 games, but you managed to come out on top.
Yes, we have beat them 3 times. It is always difficult to get you guys motivated to come in and play as hard. So a motivation factor is something we're going to have to really force and talk to our guys about in these next 2 quarters.
We'll be looking for that in the second half. Good luck to you, Coach.
Thank you.
That is Coach Darren Rogers. So we've got to motivate these guys, and we want to make it 4 in a row and get that state championship.
Thank you, Sam. Foul trouble, biggest number that stares out at you for Westlake is Ron Bell with 3.
Yeah. And, John, you heard Coach Washington talk about keeping the pedal to the gas. And he's driving a 2-door Porsche, and Westlake, they're driving a 4-door Bentley, John. Both cars cost a lot of money, but one car is going to do something better, and that's the speed. The speed of the Porsche, John, is definitely taking advantage of the game so far.
Well, what car has the better mileage? The Porsche or the Bentley?
Depends on if we're in a recession.
That's the way to start the second half if you're Westlake. Jumper up and in, Jamie Lewis.
Yep. Every time you score, John, especially early in the game in the second half and you're down, the early score, the quick score, John, leads to more confidence.
Quick bounce off the window. Missed it. One and done. Stepped on the baseline. Okeke. So it'll stick with the Brook. Harper, drive, rim, no. The height taking advantage of it. Okeke with the board. Back comes Wilkins. Back rim, no. Back comes Pebblebrook, one and done. Sexton losing the handle. Pass twice, drive, foul.
And John, that's the way Pebblebrook wants to play. We've talked about it at the beginning. Now we're in the middle of the game. Penetration, transition basketball. Sexton just didn't have good complete handles of the ball. Here he is, Sexton, penetrating, trying to get to the rim in transition, lost control of the ball, got under control, got it to JJ. Now JJ's at the line for two.
Were they overthinking that possession with too many passes?
No, John, that's the way they play. You know, you got to play team basketball in order to win a championship. It's not about one-on-one play, and Pebblebrook's sharing the wealth to each other.
Points 8 and 9 for J.J. Smith. Margin back to 10. Westlake came in 26 and 4, 12 and 2 in the region, on a 14-game winning streak. And the 1 seed out of Region 3. Jumper, back rim, no. Rebound, they'll try it again. Shots up, no good by Ron Bell, but he'll go to the line.
And John, you know, we talked about Bell, how he's the glue for this team, according to Coach Rogers. How he goes is how this team goes. And John, that's the 3rd rebound for the game. He's got foul trouble. I think he's got a couple of fouls on him, John. So he really needs to step up here in the second half.
Foul called on Dwight Murray, his second. And our stats guru, Kevin Barnes, just handed me a piece of paper. I'm going to hang on to it. And in TV parlance, we call that a tease. Tremendous piece of information that I'll reveal in a bit. Turnover. And now I will reveal that piece of information. That turnover that just happened was the first time Pebblebrook turned the ball over since the first quarter. The first quarter, Kevin Barnes, stat man extraordinaire, he burns through about 12 books of these for every weekend. Makes us sound smarter than we actually are every single weekend. Love to have him off my left shoulder. Back of the rim, no. Follow, no, and we'll do it again.
Well, John, if you've seen this possession right here, John, it's about rebounding for Westlake. Every shot has become a rebounding pass for Westlake. Multiple second chance points, multiple second chance opportunities. Now you got Lewis here for the free throw line, John.
Fouling Tyler Mormon, his second. Darren Rogers trying to get his bunch clawed back in. Fifth state championship appearance for the Westlake Lions. Free throw good, margin 7.
And here's the press. I like what Coach Rogers is doing. We got to get our mojo going. We can't do it in the half court. Let's create it with our defense. Utilize the press to pick it up just a little bit.
Pass was floated, and they're going to call Jamie Lewis on the foul, reaching for it at the same time Colin Sexton was. That's his second.
And that's okay, John, because Lewis was being aggressive. You got to be aggressive, John. You're down by 7 points in a championship game. A team you've beaten 3 times already. You can't do this relaxing in the Bentley. You got to be aggressive in the Bentley, John.
Harper guarded by Wilkins. Trying to clear out. There's a lot of space. That closed up in a hurry, but the foul is at 4 on Bell. They're going to call Okeke, so that's 2. Look at the free throw numbers.
John, I'll say this and I'll say this again. Anytime you can make more free throws than your opponent's attempt, the odds are in your favor to win that game.
Double the number attempted, 10 times, 10 more than number made, now 11. Margin back to 8 at 6:02.
And John, the fouls that are being committed by Westlake, John, they aren't common fouls on perimeter for a loose ball. They are fouls on the penetration by the guards for a pass for a shot. So that's not good because any contact, they're going to the free throw line.
Jamie Lewis thought about it. Drive, block. That's 3 on Mormon.
It's penetration. Yeah, Moorman was late. He was a little late, plus he was deep underneath the basket, John. Good officiating there by the crew.
So how long does Moorman stay with 3 fouls?
You know, John, Moorman's one of those guys who, for Pebblebrook, comes in and out. You know, his presence is good for rebounding, but his presence isn't needed because of the guard penetration and the transition basketball.
Jamie Lewis now with 7. Moorman leaves. Mervyn James comes in, the sophomore. Second free throw good. Lewis averages 14 and 8 assists. He's got 8. DeBrook in the offensive zone. Pull up. Got the bounce, and that goes.
Man, that kid is really special, John. Under control. Nice pull-up jump shot. Kind of reminds me of Isaiah Thomas, John, number 11. Just crafty with the basketball, John. Just very crafty with the basketball.
Thought they were going to go for the big lob there. Wilkins missed the shot. Bell across. Lewis fouled. James or Sexton? We'll call it on James. It's his first.
And this is good coaching here by Coach Washington, getting a big presence down low with Big Eaton, John, being a space leader. Hopefully he can get a defensive rebound and start transition basketball for the Brook.
Mervyn James checks out. Go for the high lob. 3 receivers to choose from. Jamie Lewis picked it up. Wilkins looking to drive. Goes past Sexton off the glass and in, but they're going to call a charge.
And see, John, you know, the big boy down low, he didn't try to block the shot. He moved his feet first, and that's what post players got to understand defensively. This move over, take the charge first. If you can block right from the help side, great defense. Fantastic job there by Easton.
That's 3 on Wilkins. And a flush.
And John, that's the quickness. That's how well Pebblebrook, and that's how quick they can penetrate and attack you in the zone against the zone press, John. Westlake's got to do a better job of containing the offense instead of letting them run through like water through a fence.
J.J. Smith with the 2 there. And he's got 11. Margin is 11. High lob, trying to get something going physically, and they do. That time it's Okeke.
And John, that's the first time they pass it to the high post to Okeke. Faced up, ripped through, and attacked the rim. Now you're taking advantage of your strength if you're Westlake, getting the ball inside.
Okeke averages 20. He has 5. Launch off the rim. Eaton fighting for it on the inside. Last touched by Westlake.
And this Pebblebrook team, John, and they're playing with a sense of urgency. They really want this game. So all the loose balls, the 50-50 balls, they're the ones that's coming up with them.
Eaton all alone. He was triple teamed at one point. The clear out works by J.J. Smith. He gets the deuce. It's up to 42-31 at the halfway point. Not anymore.
And John, this is the way both of these teams have played all year long, John. You know, they're swapping baskets. They're playing basketball, drives, dunks, alley-oops. This is a good game for us to enjoy tonight.
Wilkins, his first basket since the first quarter. He's got 6. You see Sexton trying to calm it down, but he wants to work with Eaton up high.
Well, look how far away you got the bigs, John. So you got the bigs, John, almost at half court. And Coach Washington saw that. Let's be patient, and let's draw the foul. Now you got 4 fouls, John, on your defensive MVP.
And off the foul, Ron Bell's got 4. And we're heading above the rim here in the third quarter. Region rivals chasing after each other for the 6A title. Right now the lead belongs to the Brook on the great GPB.
hustle with a drive.
Where do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.
Welcome back, Macon Coliseum, Macon Centerplex. Pebblebrook leading 42-33, 3:26 for the third. And with this GPB programming update, I present you Sean Golden.
Just in time for baseball season, people, Ken Burns presents his latest documentary, Jackie Robinson. It's an enthralling look at the groundbreaking career and civil rights activism of the baseball legend, featuring extensive interviews with his widow, Rachel. See how their love story was the foundation of all of his success. Coming Monday, April the 11th on GPB.
Well done, partner. They're the folks that have come down representing part of Region 3. And this would be a big win for the Pebblebrook program to put them on the MAP in 6A basketball. Let's see what happens here, the tail end of the third quarter and the 8 minutes for the fourth. 11 minutes of basketball in the 2015-16 season. You're watching it here on Georgia Public Broadcasting. Been here all weekend long. There's a cast of folks. You'll see the credits at the end of the broadcast. A lot of folks putting a lot of effort, a lot of love, and a lot of time to bring it to you. Turnover off the drive goes back to Westlake.
And John, good defensive stop there for Westlake. The presence of the big boy inside really helped alter the drive of Sexton.
Only the fourth turnover for Pebblebrook. They seem to only give turnovers in the odd-numbered quarters so far. Jumper good, Jamie Lewis.
But John, that's his game. He's a big guard, John. He can shoot over top of the small defenders of Pebblebrook. He's got to continue to keep playing under control and play at your strength. Not a catch-and-shoot guy. Get your body into the defense and utilize your strength.
Harper missed. Eaton, 4 black jerseys in there, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call it on Gerard Thompson, number 12, who's in the game. So it'll be the 6'4" senior's first foul. Averages a bucket a game. First free throw good by Eaton.
And John, when you're a team that's accustomed to getting to the free throw line, you know, your entire team has that same confidence. And here's Eaton getting up here now with a chance to make 2 in a row, just like the guards have been shooting all night long.
Michael Durr takes a seat. Number 14, Kelvin Simeon, trading 6'10" junior for 6'8" junior now for Westlake. Makes both free throws. Pebblebrook from the line, 17 of 18 on the night. Jamie Lewis for 3 to cut it to a 6-point margin.
And I think Coach Washington's okay with that shot, John, because they play kind of a soft 2-3 zone inside the paint, giving up the perimeter shot, forcing Lewis to take the 3.
44-38, 2 minutes for the third. Sexton and Jamie Lewis way out high. Timeout, George Washington at 30.
And John, that's not a bad timeout. It's a good timeout. You know, they were set up with the defense. Westlake was. Pebblebrook, you know, you didn't want to take an ill-advised shot during that segment. And coach is going to come up with a nice play. He saw something where he'd get an advantage, some penetration possibly. So take your timeout. You got a minute and 53 to go in the third quarter, John, and it's in a 6-point lead. So that's a good timeout.
Jamie Lewis has had a hot quarter. He's had 9 so far in this group of 8 minutes. Got the bounce there from the outside, the head fake, baseline. Light it up from the outside again. Folks in the truck working the fast fingers again. We'll let you see it. A 9-4 mini Westlake run to cut the margin to 6 at 44-38. Sexton driving, intercepted. Sexton tried to bat it away. Wilkins. And it comes back the other way off of Gerard Thompson. Harper blocked. And Wilkins hit the stanchion hard.
Now, John, that is some good basketball right there. Now, that's championship basketball. That's the Westlake, John, we were hoping to see for the first 2 quarters. Now they're coming to show why they've won 3 of the last 3 meetings, John. But they got a little work to do to come back in this game down by 8.
Now, remember, Wilkins, that right ankle heavily taped. The foul is on Jamie Lewis. That's his 3rd. Sat out practice early part of the week. He's been playing well so far. But when you work up to the penthouse and the stairs aren't there to help you on the way down.
You're exactly right. I mean, going up, John, is easy. I can probably touch the rim, but I can also break my legs if I jump or I fall down.
Foul on the drive. Jamie Lewis gets the deuce.
Well, the size and strength of Jamie Lewis, John, he's not being out of control. He's being strong with the basketball. And his strength is prevailing here. Here he is, getting the defense on the shoulder, getting low with the ball. And a chance for a 3-point play.
Foul on Harper, his first. Lewis now with 16.
The strong basketball, heady basketball by Lewis, John. That's sophomore. One of the rising up-and-coming stars there for Westlake.
Already 2 more than his season average of 14. 70 seconds for the 3rd. Harper tried to get to the penthouse and it didn't get to the top floor. He hasn't gotten up. And Sexton stops Wilkins from doing anything to protect his buddy. Second foul on Sexton. Well, let's look at Harper.
You know, John, the aggressiveness of Harper, attacking the rim, and here we go with the replay, John. You'll see the drive to the baseline. There's the weak side help. And yeah, hit his head there on the court, John. That's a tough break for that young man.
Big block, Kelvin Simeon in the paint. And Harper felt it on the way down. So Colin Sexton just grabbed Wilkins just to make sure the clock would stop. 7th foul. There's definitely going to be a cobweb check here. Wilkins with the free throw. Missed the front end. He's got 6 points.
Pepperbrook's going to go for one shot, John. Smart basketball. Get the mix match. Get the mix match. Bring it back out.
Wilkins on Sexton. Spin. Foul on the drive.
Yeah, Sexton, John, is so strong with the basketball, so athletic, so crafty, John. Great body control. It is an art for getting to the rim, John, into the basket.
Fouls on Wilkins. He now also has 4. Bell with 4, Wilkins with 4. Sexton at the line. Missed his first. Then 9 attempts.
Well, John, wear and tear of the game. It's a bigger court, as you talked about. You know, it's a high stage in a championship game. And it could be, John, it could be, you know, fatigue. And, you know, this kid averages 16 free throw attempts a game, John. You know, missing 2 in a row. You know, could be interesting, John, as we go into the 4th quarter.
Made his first 8, missed his next 2. So Westlake's going to play for 1.
And it's a smart basketball, John. Don't give Pepperbrook a chance to score again. Just take one shot. Let's go into the 4th quarter with some good momentum.
Jamie Lewis Under 10. He's had the hot hand in the quarter. Doesn't continue off the back rim. Batted out. One last chance. Foul and wanted a timeout. And Kelvin Simeon taking exception to everything going on in the paint. Had to separate him from J.J. Smith. Not a surprise that tempers would be a little heated among region rivals.
John, I thought it was going to happen earlier, and that's fine. Good officiating. These kids, they know they got to keep their composure. And you see Coach Washington. He saw it. He sees something could happen. So what does he do? Gets us up for J.J. Smith, gets him calmed down, get back in the game, and let's put ourselves in position to win the championship. Good coaching there by Coach Washington, John.
They called Mervyn James on the foul. That'll be his second. Free throw on the front end is good. Simeon's first point on the night.
And John, if you go back to Coach Washington, what he said, every game they've lost, they've had a lead. We're down to 4 points. We're down to 3.
And that's the quarter. To your point, Pebblebrook has had the lead in all 3 previous matchups. Westlake has come back to win all 3 previous matchups. We're getting ready for the last quarter of basketball in 2015-16. Pebblebrook leads Westlake by 3.
This program on GPB is made possible in part by supporters of the Georgia High School Association, including the following.
This isn't just any team. This is your home team, okay? It's not about A team or B team. It's not about your boss telling you to be a team player or to take one for the team. No, home team is about pride. It's about standing strong, pulling together, and going crazy about a bad call you know is right. But because it was against your home team, it must be wrong. Look, some people just don't get it because it's not their team. But Farm Bureau Insurance does, because everyone needs a home team for insurance, and we are that.
Hey, great party. Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well. This is well done. No. That's medium well. What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned. That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Right now, I'm about 100 feet high, traveling at about 50 miles an hour, just thinking about where I should go next. If you have any ideas, visit us on our Georgia Traveler Facebook page. Gotta go!
Here, beauty is a lot more than skin deep. For more than 100 years, we have focused on creating individual success stories. This is a place where professors are mentors, competition is cheered, collaboration counts, experience is hands-on, and connections are lifelong. VSU, over 100 majors, championship athletics, focused on your success.
I don't want the fancy shot. I want the regular shot. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets. I got 4 timeouts. Let's run them if we need them. Hey, it's our ball. We're going to make a play right here. DJ, 12 points. We want one back on you.
All your hate, all your love, everything behind you for the final 8 minutes.
Well, John, just looking at the stats, John, the 4th quarter, you just can't come out here and play with so much emotion. You do have to play hard, but you got to play smart as well, too. And looking at the stats, John, at halftime, Pebblebrook was +4 rebounding. Now it's tied 24-24. At halftime, Pebblebrook had a 10-point lead. Now it's down to 3. Rebounding has become a strong factor in this game.
Big teardrop and a flush followed by Sexton.
Well, John, again, we talked about rebounding. There is the penetration and the follow-up put back by Sexton.
Jamie Lewis responds. Pebblebrook had 14 points as a team in the 3rd quarter. Jamie Lewis had 12 on himself.
Here's a penetration, John. A key that Pebblebrook needs and must have. When the guards rebound, John, there's a putback too.
Darren Rogers calls a full timeout 24 seconds into the final quarter. And there's Sexton.
But Tony, he saw two things that's going to hurt him. Guard penetration, number one, and guard rebounding. Those are things that you can't allow to happen. Even though we had a score down here on the other end for Westlake, the things that are a crutch defensively, he's not worried about offense. Coach Rogers is worried about defense, John.
Let's see what's going on in there. Each team with 4 timeouts remaining. Pebblebrook's margin is 3 at 48-45. Smart timeout by Darren Rogers, instantly wanting to correct something, knowing you've got a bank of timeouts there.
Well, you got penetration, John, and you had nobody going to the defensive glass rebounding. 5 guys got to box out when the shot goes up.
From the floor, Westlake's hit 5 of their last 7. Pebblebrook 4 of their last 6. And it was a 5-0 run toward the end of the third that drew Westlake close as the teams have traded buckets here in the fourth. Bounce inside. Sexton kicks. Front rim. Tapped out. Wilkins shielding. Kicks it back out and they'll reset Jamie Lewis. Looked like Wilkins was kind of caught between ideas. He wanted to dunk it at one opportunity, then changed his mind, got fouled either way.
Well, John, I'm looking at an adjustment by Westlake there in that series, John. Westlake came up because the Pebblebrook guards are playing so deep. They set a deep ball screen.
4th foul on Mormon.
And see, John, that deep ball screen, John, allowed penetration. When the penetration, the help came straight up, and then the kick was going over here to number 22. So, we're at the free throw line of Wilkins, John. He's got to hit these free throws.
Jordan Eaton back in. With Mormon picking up his 4th. Free throw is good. Margin is 2. Easy walk by Jared Harper, guarded by Wilkins. Eaton and J.J. Smith now.
John, this is a spaced out 3-2 zone by Westlake. Hoping they can stay big, stay in front of the guards for Pebblebrook, John, and force turnovers.
You get double teamed in the corner kick, missed pretty much everything. Jordan Eaton had it and lost it. Jamie Lewis a timeout quick. To 30. Smart call. He was outnumbered on the baseline, didn't have an outlet.
Well, John, look at the previous possessions, John, and here's that zone we talked about. It's a 3-2 zone with a chaser up top. It's wide and open in the middle. But the thing is, John, Pebblebrook, John, has shot 1 for 9 from the 3-point. Penetration is good, but see the spacing defensively, that's great defense. If you can't settle for the 3, that's exactly what the zone has done. Make them settle for the 3.
So let's see what the chess match is now with George Washington. The adjustments to the adjustments here at the beginning of the fourth quarter, minute 35 in.
Well, the adjustment, John, is let's get number 15 in. Let's get Mormon in. He's more active. He's done this with us before, and he's a better offensive threat than Eaton.
Dangerous dance bringing him back in with 4 fouls. You see Pebblebrook at plus 10 in the paint. Wilkins, Okeke, guarded by Sexton. Wilkins will drive. Off the rim, tip twice. Harper. Two minutes in.
And see, John, who's in the middle now? You got Sexton. Now Sexton's a better playmaker at the high post. He's athletic. He's able to get to the rim. So you got a better playmaker in the middle instead of a post player who's not as active.
Bounce by Bell. That's dangerous with him with 4 fouls. And they called a 30 quick, sensing the trouble. Bell with 4, Wilkins with 4. Jamie Lewis with 3. That's your foul trouble for Westlake.
And John, one of the sins of basketball against a half-court trap, a full-court trap, is catching the ball deep into the corner. Eventually, automatically, you've got 2 defenders, which is the out-of-bounds line.
And a third one with the inline.
Yeah, so that's 3 guys defending you, and if the trap comes, you basically got 4 people around you. That's the area of no return. You can attack from the baseline if it's quick, but you don't catch it on the baseline, John, to pass it and be passive.
Entry by Jared Harper all the way back to Eaton. So Harper can bring it back in, looking for a high screen from Eaton. There's the drive. Got caught between ideas again. Westlake ball. Lewis, lob.
And I told you, John, when number 4 comes to play, Westlake comes to play. Bell is the heart, the hustle. He's the nucleus of this team. You know, a lot of teams, John, may have that MVP. He's the MIP. He's the most important player on the court for Westlake. Nice lob, nice alley-oop, and you can hear the excitement of Westlake. Now it's a tie game, John. A 10-point game by Pebblebrook at one time. Now you got a tie game with over 5 minutes to go.
We had a tie at 4. We had a tie in the middle. Now we've got a tie at 48 at 5:17 regulation.
And John, that 3-2 zone, the extended 3-2 zone, John, at Westlake has been effective. Pebblebrook's trying to penetrate from the baseline. They're trying to attack the high post. And sometimes they're trying to get a high ball screen to allow better penetration for their guards. They've got to find a way, John, to get past the length of the Westlake Lions.
The run is now 10-2 for Westlake. Entry pass inside, intercepted, a lot of busy hands. Westlake for the lead. Elbow. Okeke with 7.
And John, he's not been as effective offensively, but being able to be big up here on the top of this half-court trap and hit it at 15 feet.
Miss. Rebound. A lot of busy hands by Westlake. Last touch, they say, by Jared Harper. It's going to stay with Westlake, and you can feel the court has tilted.
Oh, my gosh, John, it's tilted. But think of this, John. You got guards. Guards like to penetrate and make plays. The zone is causing them to pass and make plays. Instead of making a direct, crisp pass, John, they're floating the passes. And the height and the width and the length of Westlake, John, is creating deflections and turnovers.
Daniel Lewis in, Kelvin Simeon out. Wilkins.
And see, Westlake, John, they're not panicking. They're taking their time, dissecting the defense, dissecting the offense.
4 of 5 from the floor in the fourth quarter. George Washington wants a full. (14-2) run, 9-0 run. Westlake now with a margin of 4. Is this just to calm his guys down to start and then work on things, or is he working on things and then just reminding them to stay locked in?
Well, John, he's coming up with some type of scheme. How are we going to attack this half-court zone? I mean, stretched out. And let's listen to what he has to say.
That's not too short. Don't shoot it. Hey, on the top. Be ready to attack, JJ. Keep playing. Let's go. Keep playing. Keep playing. We got time. Keep playing. Hey, the problem is we're not defending like we're defending. We're not defending. We're not defending. We're not defending. We have to defend. Hey, that's my middle man. Oh, right there. Count over the top. Right there. You got to stay in the middle. Stay in the middle. We're good. You're good. Let's go. Let's go.
Looked like he wanted movement, wanted motion.
You know, John, it's one of those things when you're a coach, especially in this type of atmosphere and environment. You know, you start off the game, John, with a normal voice. But as you talk, as you yell, as you scream, you get that coach's voice. When you're actually just getting air out of your mouth, it's hard to get the words out. They knew what coach was trying to say, John, how to attack this zone, but we've got to defend on the other end of the court.
Pebblebrook 1 of 7 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Blocked from behind. Their last basket was 4 minutes ago.
You see how Westlake is walking it up the court? Pebblebrook's got to be more aggressive now defensively. You got small ball out here. Let's play better defense and let's be more active.
Wilkins, guarded by Sexton. He's got Jamie Lewis in the other corner. Big screen, Simeon. Wilkins out of control, had Jamie Lewis there, and they'll reset. Guarded by Jared Harper. Lewis lost the handle, got it back. Pebblebrook coming out, bodies on the floor. They've got numbers if they can do something with it. Hesitation. Saved the over and back, but then it's a turnover. 3-on-2. And the ball was grabbed. Alternate possession, though, stays with Westlake. Heady defensive play by Jared Harper.
Well, it was good officiating there, John. I mean, that's just great basketball on the defensive end. Here's Harper, you know, knows he's in a position to take the charge, but is able to get his hands in the job to create the possession ball, John.
And it looks like George Washington's calling another timeout. That'll leave him with 1 at 2:59. Watch Jared Harper. He's being assisted. He is not at 100%.
No, it's not, John. And, you know, they didn't get a chance to check him after he fell to the ground, John. And I'm sure that's one of the things they're checking on him right now.
Now, remember, first half, when Harper tried to do the dunk and went to the penthouse and got blocked.
Yeah.
By Kelvin Simeon, he hit the deck pretty hard.
Pretty hard. You're right. You're right. And one of the things you said, well, he'll go through the concussion check just to be precautious, and they didn't. And I'm sure, you know, I don't know. I understand that championship is important, but we got to watch out for this young man and his health and his safety, John.
So let's see what the Brook does at 2:59. Pebblebrook has 9 fouls. Westlake has 8, so we're going to be spending a lot of time at the free throw line. Jamie Lewis looking to inbound, does to Wilkins. And you notice that Wilkins, when he came down left foot first.
Yes. And here's the stall, John. The motion stall by Westlake.
Lewis missed the run. Offensive foul on the way in. Here it is in the first half, what we were talking about. Up to the top, Harper got blocked by Simeon, and you see him bounce right there.
John. Yeah. I mean, that's something.
Great work in the truck, guys.
Fantastic job, guys. Fantastic job. But John, you know, looking at the game now, you've got Bell just fouled out. The defensive catalyst, the heart of this team, he just fouled out. You know, so we've got a 4-point game, John, with under 3 to go. You know, this could be a turning point here for Westlake and for Pebblebrook in a positive way.
Bell fouls out at 2:42, finishes with 3 points, averages 9 and 9 on the year. And he's going to have to think about it. 5-minute drought of scoring for Pebblebrook. Lewis and Harper. Jamie Lewis dribbling out of traffic, has possession back. Foul at the elbow on the way by.
I mean, those two young men are going at it, John. You know, Lewis is doing a great job of handling the basketball.
Keeping an eye on somebody hopefully going to the Plains is Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl, Chuck Person, both here. Keeping an eye on 11 White. Fouls on Sexton. Shooters roll. Jamie Lewis with 19. And Harper's going to get a sit at 2:22.
John, I think he may be done for the game, John. He may be done for the game.
Margin still at 5. There's your free throw numbers. Pebblebrook still attempted 5 more, made 7 more. Shot from the corner.
And John, you can throw enough stuff on the wall, something's going to stick. And Pebblebrook just kept working and kept working and kept working, John, until eventually they were able to get the ball there to Murray deep for the 3.
The drought was 5 minutes, 33 seconds. There you go. First points in 7:45. 5 minute, 33-second drought. Gets the 3. And the timeout is Pebblebrook's last.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know why coach used it. You know, maybe to set up the offense. Maybe somebody's telling him he's got one extra one. Hopefully they don't call an ill-advised timeout, John, to pick up a technical foul.
The 3 by Murray makes it a 2-point margin. You see George Washington still emphasizing over and over. Motion, motion, motion. Especially if they bust out that zone that you kept seeing and kept talking about earlier on.
Well, the way to attack that type of zone with the length and the height, John, you got to have shooters in the corner. The penetration, your penetration into the forwards because of the size of Westlake. But when you have a shooter, they're late getting out there, and you were able to get a 3 out of Murray, John, to cut it to a 2-point game.
Harper back out there. Lewis to Danny Lewis. Wilkins. Sexton tried for the swat from behind. Back to Jamie Lewis under 2 minutes. Spin. A lot of action up high. Looks like the foul's going to be on Mervyn James. That'll be his 3rd. They called Smith for it instead. So JJ's 2nd.
And John, look at the bottom of the screen. What do we see? Westlake with 2 timeouts. Pebblebrook with none. This could be a factor, John, here down the stretch.
Having to dance the last 2 minutes without a timeout. Daniel Lewis with 10. Missed the 2nd free throw. Westlake's margins 3. Sexton squares. Rim, no, 1 and done. Tried to get for the reach on Durr. On Okeke, and it didn't happen. Okeke kick. Jamie Lewis. And foul again on Mervyn James.
And John, you know, offensive execution. Pebblebrook had a great opportunity there in transition, and Sexton just forced it back here on defense. Just a drive by Lewis, John, getting to the free throw line. That's a good job.
Foul on James, his 3rd. And you see something interesting here on defense. You see 4 players from the Brook and only the shooter. Why?
Well, John, at the beginning of the game, you did have a defense in there. Now, late game, let's just set our defense up. We've got confidence in our shooter Lewis at the free throw line. We're focused now on defense, not on offense.
Sexton drive, got it. Okeke almost lost the handle on it. Steps. Carry.
The defensive pressure, John, the defensive pressure of Pebblebrook created that turnover.
6 turnover for Westlake, 7 in the game for Pebblebrook as we approach a minute. Regulation. Sexton almost lost concentration, but he did finally lose the handle. Turnover number 8. Bounce. Okeke's dunk makes it 5, and it's back to 3. But remember, Pebblebrook has no timeouts. They've either got to get a steal or foul quickly. Sexton tried to foul. Darren Rogers does Pebblebrook a favor and calls a timeout.
You know, John, that's a smart timeout. And here's why that's a smart timeout. Offensively, you've got control of the game with the ball in your hand. When the ball's not in your hand, whether it's a turnover, missed shot, and Pebblebrook has it, they got a chance to tie it. And so I'd rather keep possession of the game and control of the game on the offensive end.
And that's what got it to 5. Okeke's 8th and 9th point on the night. Still averaging 20 and 8. He's halfway there. They've kept him in check for most of the evening. And what's Darren Rogers saying right now?
The guys got the ball. The game is ours, John. The game is ours.
Rogers grabs the clipboard. We'll see what he says.
Yes, 2. That's going to be you back there, all right? You got the 5, the 4, and the 3. Yes, you, Kelvin. You're going to go here. You're going to set that screen. You're going to come up here and you're taking it out. All right? And strong with the ball. And we got to make free throws. Let's finish this game.
Had an 8-point lead with a minute and a half to go in the third. It's been 20-10. Westlake ever since looked like he wanted to do 1-4 high.
Well, John, now, even though you got possession of the ball, they've got 1 timeout left at Westlake. You got to get the ball in bounds. I mean, you don't want a 5-second violation right here. You got to get the ball in bounds, so that's the key.
Whistle before.
And see, that was a strategy foul. That was a strategy foul, John. No time ran off the clock. You fouled Chuma, so you'll see if he can hit free throws here down the clutch. If he misses it, John, Pebblebrook has a chance to cut into the lead, maybe a 1-point game or a tie.
Fouls on Sexton, his 4th. 10th foul. Missed the first.
And see, there's no offensive players here, John. They're more worried about the transition right now defensively than getting the offensive rebound and putback.
See the time left over Okeke's right shoulder at 29-3. Missed them both.
High ball screen, high ball screen, high ball screen.
Remember, no timeouts for Pebblebrook.
There's the high ball screen, John.
Tied!
Drive to the basket, drive to the basket, drive to the basket. Don't call a timeout, John. Let's let him play.
Buddy calls a timeout at 8.1. Westlake's out of timeouts.
John, it's amazing. We called the high ball screen. He refused the first one, came back. There's a reason why he's going to Auburn, John. He's a playmaker. He's a scorer. He's a big-time guy playing big-time basketball, hitting a big-time shot.
They had to do the high ball screen twice. There's your first one. There's your second one. Freeze Harper up and hit it from 24. This is George Washington. That's Darren Rogers, sorry. You've got Okeke at 6'8". The top of the circle.
Let's say, John, here's the zone, here's the defense. You're going to have a ball screen, John, here at the top of the key of the three-point line for Lewis. Lewis is going to make a play.
Sexton guarding hard. Turnover.
And we're going to overtime, John. We're going to overtime.
Try the heave. Half court. Missed everything. Free hoops. Pebblebrook was 1 of 11 at 3-point through 3 quarters. They hit 2 in the last 35 seconds.
And, John, we've saved the best for last. I mean, 2 teams. This is their 4th time meeting, John. Now we got a chance to go into overtime. Everything's on the table. It's championship basketball, John, here on GPB.
All in for another 4 minutes. Each team gets to add a blue mark. So those 0 timeouts now become 1 on each side. And it's 4 minutes on the clock.
And, John, you know, Coach Washington, I believe that he's found a way to attack that extended 3-2 zone.
How?
The high ball screen. What the high ball screen does is it alleviates that defender, and now the other guys have to either come up. If not, you got to pull up jump shot. If they do come up, John, now you can kick it to the wing or drive past them to get to the basket. Westlake, on the other hand, John, continue with your game plan, John. Play your game. Play inside out. Play big boy basketball. Control the defense and offensive boards.
Remember, Westlake doesn't have Ron Bell. He fouled out. Wilkins has 4 for Pebblebrook. Colin Sexton has 4. Tyler Mormon has 4. And so does the clock. Jamie Lewis into the corner. Okeke thought about the baseline. Wilkins up high, guarded by Harper. Jamie Lewis. Dwight Murray.
See, this is smart basketball by Westlake. Okay, you want to stay in a 2-3 zone, win overtime. Don't rush it, Westlake. Take your time.
It's almost 4 corners.
Almost 4 corners. Without the cuts. Just being patient, John. That's okay. This is smart basketball by Coach Rogers.
Who blinks first?
And, John, you know, we may go 3 straight minutes without any action. That's okay.
When was the last time you saw a staring contest like this?
You know, John, a lot of times, especially when a position win a state championship, John, it's not about anything else. And the smart thing, I'm kudos to Lewis, because if he dribbles, John, now he's got to pick the ball up. He's not dribbling. He knows that he has the dribble if he needs it.
Minute and a half. Dwight Murray finally meets him. Pass to Daniel. And Daniel sits.
So you sit back, John. Here's the reason why. When it gets to 1 minute, now you make them play, and you make it a 1-possession game. Because right now you don't want to go back and forth and play against the bigs of Westlake. Limit them to 1 shot. They score it, you got to come score. If they miss it, now Pebblebrook holds the ball.
And we're halfway through overtime. Daniel Lewis says, I got this.
And to the credit of the NCAA, this is why they have a 35-second shot clock, John.
Now the guards come out for the Brook. Jared Harper on Daniel. Give to Okeke.
And so I'll let Okeke make the play from the perimeter.
80 seconds. George Washington put up that stop sign. Don't challenge him yet. Down to a minute.
See, this is what you don't want.
Okeke.
Exactly, that's what you want. He's big enough, John, when he gets inside the paint. Just a dribble spin and the finish right at the rim.
3 minutes went off the clock. Westlake gets the first 2 of overtime.
There's a high ball screen. We talked about it earlier, John. It wasn't there.
Murray and Jared Harper. Wilkins, they'll try the high ball screen again. Drive. Nothing. One and done. Wilkins in transition. Now the question, did Kenny Price get a charge or a block? Our photographer, Kenny Price, well done, my friend. Way to hang in there.
Fantastic job. There he is.
Kenny took the charge. He didn't move.
And see, John, that was a push in the back. Now you got an intentional foul. You got the basket. You got the free throws, and now Wesley gets the ball. Yeah, so that was, you know, a little frustration there on the defense of Pebblebrook coming down, not contesting the shot, John, but pushing in the basket.
Intentional foul on Moorman. He's done at 27.6. And the ball. Darren Rogers sat on it for the first 3 minutes of overtime. Got a basket from Chuma Okeke in the paint. One shot for the Brook at the other end. And we're here at 27.6. Pass in the paint. Another 2 from Okeke.
And that's the game, John. Chuma, he made a big play, John.
Nothing on the 3 but air.
And John, we talked about Chuma, him making a big play to get the first basket in overtime. And now he's finishing it out, John, with a nice basket in the paint.
George Washington calls time at 17.7. And the Pebblebrook heartbreak from last year going up against Wheeler. 1 point lead in the drive, the foul at .6. Wheeler goes to the line, makes 2 free throws, and the Heave with a half second to go. It looks like 2 years in a row. The Brook to the brink. And they're that close.
John, you know, just Pebblebrook did have a great game plan, John. These kids plays with so much heart and so much emotion. We got 17.7 to go, an 8-point game, John. It's going to be tough for Pebblebrook to come back. These kids had a great season, John. These kids had a great season.
Indeed.
But, John, if you had to choose an MVP of this game, and I know I'm talking a little bit earlier with 17.7 to go, I want to say MVC, excuse me, most valuable coach to Coach Rogers. And I'm serious, John. What he did, John, he just took the air out of the ball, and he said, I'm going to get it to the high post to my guy that leads us in scoring. No one on the court can guard Chuma one-on-one. Attack the rim as Chuma did, and finish with the 2.
Losses out of state to Mount Verde Academy and Memphis East. And remember what they had to do in the playoffs in rounds 2 through 4 just to get here. Number 3 Norcross, number 6 Shiloh, number 8 Newton. And Colin Sexton is done at 17.7.
John, you know, here's Chipman. You know, you got Sexton guarding you. Get him on your back. And Coach told him, when you get the ball, you've got to attack the rim. You've got height, you've got size, you've got athletic ability. Put him in the paint.
4 in the overtime for Okeke. Pebblebrook only had 2 points in the first 2.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Climbed all the way back. And they have not scored in overtime. Time of possession monopolized by Westlake. They had the one opportunity, missed on the shot. Westlake got it back, and the margin's 10 as time is running out. Intercepted, Wilkins, and he's going to hold it. Darren Rogers from under 500 last year, 6'8" champs in 2016. Overcome Darren Rogers. The first title since 2002 for Westlake. One of the guards for that particular roster, a gentleman by the name of Adam Jones. And remember when they made it to the title game back in 2010, facing Milton at the arena at Gwinnett Center. Marcus Thornton, their bell cow, injured in the introductions.
Yeah. But John, you know,
and Milton got the Duke there, first champ since 2002 and over a decade for Westlake.
Well, the excitement, John, and the congratulations does go to Westlake because of a fantastic job by the staff and the coaches. But also, John, you got to look at what Coach Washington has done there at Pebblebrook. Back-to-back appearances here in the state championship game. He's got a great team. They'll be back. Trust me, that Pebblebrook, John, that team will be back.
All of the youth. You got Sexton coming back for one more year. And think about Westlake a year ago, finishing under 500 and coming back to complete it to where they are now, and everything that they had to go through. The game of runs early.
Well, this Westlake team, John, they got better. Added a few pieces to the puzzle, and as a result, you know, a lot of times, John, we talked about it. It's not about the X's and the O's, the Jimmys and the Joes. And these kids, they put in a lot of effort. They put in a lot of work. I know they were over there at 6 o'clock in the morning practicing. All that does pay off, John, here at the end.
Championships in 99 and 02. We want to thank everyone on the crew in front and behind the scenes. It's been a tremendous weekend here for all of us here at Georgia Public Broadcasting to be able to bring you all 15 championship games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here from the Macon Coliseum and the Macon Centerplex. The two squads are going to get their trophies, and we'll be going to Mark Harmon in just a second. Pardon, it's been fun again.
John, I love you, but I appreciate everything. And just congratulations to Westlake Lions, definitely to Pebblebrook, as they've done a fantastic job. John, great basketball for the past 3 nights. It's been fantastic. Thank you to the crew. Really enjoyed myself. And the state of Georgia, this basketball, John, is taking it to another level. The girls' basketball, you've seen all the college prospects in here. It's just been fantastic, John.
There's your sweep. We talked about it coming in. It was 6, it was 10, it was 22 in the region championship in Region 3, and it took an extra 4 minutes to get it done tonight. Westlake knocking off Pebblebrook, 68-58 your final score. There's Chuma Okeke, number 1. The first thing you get done is you get that picture made behind that big banner. I don't know if that big banner goes home with you. I hope it does. You get to hang it somewhere in that office. And they earned it this evening, Westlake. Earned every minute of it. Had to climb back in, first quarter run. Was met with a run, come back with another run. Jamie Lewis finishes with 21. Daniel Lewis with 14. Okeke had 13, 4 of them in overtime. Mark Harmon, you have a very special presentation.
Time now to present the Class 6A Boys State Championship, and what a final game of a great 3 days of boys and girls GHSA Championship hoop. I turn the microphone over to the Executive Director of the GHSA, Gary Phillips.
Coach, tremendous way to end the tournament. I want to offer you congratulations, thrilling overtime win to you and your players. All the best to you, and here's Mark. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Coach, you guys won one in 1999, you won one in 2002. Talk about this one, because you got way ahead, then you got way behind. You took care of business in the overtime.
I just want to thank all of our fans. I want to thank Westlake High School, our administration. And South Fulton basketball is back. We wanted to bring this one back to South Fulton and back to Fulton County. We just appreciated all the players, the coaches, the fans, our teachers, our cheerleaders, everyone who came and supported us all year. I thought our guys showed heart in coming back and fighting to bring this championship back home to Westlake.
Stay right here just a second. Raekwon Wilkins, you're one of the seniors on this team. Talk a little about the ebb and flow of tonight's game, because it was a game of runs.
It was an up and down game. Coach, he just wanted us to come out hard and play with heart. That's all he wanted us to do, play with heart. At the end of the game, we finished it out. So this one goes for our coach right here.
Hey, Ronald Bell, you're one of the seniors too. Come out here. You play a lot of important minutes on this team. What does it mean to you to go out on top as state champions in Class 6A?
It means a lot to have these guys right here behind me, my family, my fans, Coach Rogers, coaching staff. It means a lot.
Coach, I get the impression that these guys don't play with each other, they play for each other.
Yes, that's one of our themes for this year. Play for each other, play hard, play for your community, your parents, play for your teachers, play for everybody that's supporting you, and make sure that you respect the game of basketball.
It was a great way to wrap up 3 great days of GHSA basketball. Hold that trophy and ball up high, Coach. You earned it. Congratulations. And now it's time to send it over to Jackie Britton with our GPB postgame show.
Well, congratulations to the Westlake Lions. Congratulations. What a great game. What a thriller. It's been awesome. What a joy it's been to sit with you guys over the last 3 days to bring you all of the excitement in high school basketball in the state of Georgia. Now, championship weekend has come to an end. 15 wins are logged into the record books forever. And through the championship weekend, we've been photographing all of the great games, all the fans, coaches, and the players, and also some behind-the-scenes action. So here's just a few of the photos from our collection that we wanted to show you that we've captured. And we want you to go onto our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at GPB Sports. And you know what? If you were here at the game, tag yourself. Share it with your friends. Show your school spirit. Relive all the memories. This obviously a great game earlier today with Morgan County, number 71. And then depending on how you're feeling, that might just sum it up pretty well for you. So you can go onto our Facebook page where you can like us at GPB Sports and also follow us on Twitter. Also, don't forget that we are on Snapchat as well. So you can also get to see all the behind-the-scenes action from Snapchat. And it's been an incredible three days here. So find your photos, share them, tag them, and like them.
Let's take a final look at the Georgia EMC scoreboard. What a great day. 6 state champions crowned, and boy, a lot of excitement wrapped up by that overtime in Class 6A. But we started things off at 11 a.m. this morning, the girls Class A private championship, and it was St. Francis knocking off Green Forest Christian 63-37. Same 2 schools in the boys Class 1A private school. It was Green Forest Christian winning that game over St. Francis 78-66. In AAA, just a great day for Morgan County. The Bulldogs, the Lady Bulldogs win over Jackson Atlanta 68-61, and the boys team knocks off Jenkins 66-56.
And then in Class 6A, it was a thriller with the girls. McEachern taking home some more history records, snagging their 4th title in 5 years over the Tucker Tigers 71-51. And then as you just saw in this incredible showdown, the 6A boys, an overtime thriller, an incredible matchup, incredible play by both teams. But the Westlake Lions take it over the Pebblebrook Falcons 68-58. Absolutely incredible.
We hope you've enjoyed this great 3 days of high school basketball, championship basketball, over 30 hours on the great GPB. We've had a lot of baskets, blocks, and buzzer beaters along the way.
And we hope that you have enjoyed yourself. We certainly have enjoyed being here. Congratulations to all of the coaches, the players, the trainers, cheerleaders, teachers, parents, fans, everybody who was involved. It has been a lot of fun bringing you all of this action. I'm actually kind of sad it's over.
Well, it's sad it's over, but boy, what just a great accomplishment. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. And a big shout out to all our crew. Jesse Jung edited a bunch of stuff for us. All the photographers, all the people in the truck that do just such a great job, from sound to audio to replay and everything.
Our producer, Keosha Howard, keeping us on point as always, that's for sure.
That's right. It's been a terrific 3 days in Macon, Georgia. Thanks for watching. Congratulations once again to all the GHSA champions. It's been a great week. We'll see you again down the road. Until then, so long, everybody.